So are you on HRT?
No, I'm not on any hormones.
Okay,
I
so
just,
how long
I
have
just
you been out to everyone? To everyone around you? How
pretty
long
much
have
my
you
whole
been
life,
out?
pretty much my whole entire life. Like everyone around me,
Okay,
I told my mom that, I'm not your son, I'm your daughter. So this has been a
okay,
thing
which
that
I
all my
understand it
people,
sounds like your mom had PCOS because she had a full beard.
I'm not sure what she had. That's probably
Okay,
maybe.
okay.
I just
Well,
know she had a full
that's
beard growing
just
up.
the normal thing. It's just a shortcut abbreviation type of thing. Um, Other than that, I I've I have some serious questions. So you say you have gender dysphoria.
Yes.
I want to know how you were able to keep that hair on your face with gender dysphoria, meaning that it's not even towards that gender. Because
So yeah,
PCOS
okay.
is not
I
an
see where you're
everyday
coming from.
thing.
I see where you're coming from. I mean, I get this a lot. You have to keep that in mind. I've grown up with my mom having a full beard. So to me, it's
Wait,
not
wait, wait,
weird.
wait. We're not talking about your mother. We're talking about
Well,
you. How can you
you
keep
asked
that
me,
beard
let me
on your
talk, let me
face?
ask, let me answer your question. You said, how can I keep this beard on my face? I'm answering your question. I grew up seeing my mom every day. You have to keep in mind, this is how I'm raised. This is the woman who's mothering me, taking care of me, showing me how a woman works, showing me what a woman does, and she has a beard the whole entire time. So for me, I look in the mirror, it reminds me of my mother. Like I don't think there's anything not womanly about having a beard. I mean, plenty of women have facial hair, PCOS or whatever are not, A lot of women just shave their facial hair off because that's just what women like to do.
And all women have peace.
Okay. So how long have you
All
been
women have
doing
peach.
the TikTok thing on this subject?
I just started this. I just
You
started
just
this,
started this?
I saw that there's a lot of people doing it. I saw that there's a lot of people like, you know, curious about these things. So I decided to come up here and do one for my own. I feel like I have a good perspective on this. I feel like I can clear some minds out. I can make
Okay.
people understand.
Okay. So I do want to make this statement. Every journey is different. Okay. Every journey is
It definitely
different.
is.
But I guess what it means to be a woman is different to everyone.
It
Because
is. I
I
mean,
believe if
look
you
around the
don't put
world.
in
All
the
women are
work,
different.
okay, I am a lesbian, okay, I'm a transsexual woman, and you're setting up here claiming to be a lesbian is kind of insulting.
It's not a claim. It's not a claim.
It's
It's not a
insulting
claim.
regardless.
It's not a, well, you don't need to take assault. You don't need to take an insult to me being me. Like, this isn't to tear you down. This is just my
Well, you
life.
being you and claiming
Terry's
these
transgender and gonna
titles
carry
and
another
claiming these
transgender down.
titles, there's work, there's effort that you have to be put into this. Okay,
When
you can't go
I
around. You're
put in,
staying
okay,
safe.
so
That's
you're
what you're
trying
doing.
to,
Is you're
wait,
staying
wait.
safe.
Don't try
You're
to like
staying
make it
safe.
seem like I didn't put in just as much work as you. Like, I put in a lot of work to be the woman that I am today. I put in a lot of work to be married to another beautiful woman, to live in and take care of her kids and be a great mother to them. Like, do you have kids? Like, I put in a lot of work, so don't try to sit here and make it seem like
Yes,
there's nothing I
I have
did
four
to get
girls.
here.
I have four girls.
Okay, so you understand where I'm
No,
coming
but
from.
I think it's more hurting the community that you claim that not to be part of. You're hurting the community
I never
because you're
claimed
not
not
doing
to be
the
a part
effort.
of
You're
it. I
claiming to
just
be
said
something that
because this is what
you don't
happens. This
even
is what
try to
happens.
be.
Whenever I try to be a part of the community, like people try to say like, "Oh, you're not a woman," and I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
You
If I'm
don't
sitting
look
here
like
telling
one. You
you
don't
that I
act like
know I'm a
one. Your
woman,
mannerisms not like
no, I do.
one.
Your
You don't.
mannerisms
You're
aren't like
not
one.
making
Like,
an
how can you
effort.
possibly
It,
say that? How
it
can you
takes more
possibly
pride
say
than
that?
just claiming the title woman. Okay, I think you're
Yeah.
slapping bio women in the face and everyone else that puts in an honest effort to
I put
uphold
in
who
an
they
honest
are.
effort. There's plenty of lesbians I hang out with
Dude,
here. Me and don't call me dude. Don't call me dude. There's plenty of lesbians out here. I dress like them. We hang out together. Like I act the same as them. Like you're not gonna tell me that I'm
okay.
not a woman because I don't fit your standard of what a woman is.
Well, I'm just trying to get because I consider myself a lesbian, a lipstick lesbian. I don't dress like a man.
Okay,
I
that's
don't dress bush.
perfectly fine.
I don't
that
dress
doesn't
in
tear me down.
flannel.
It
Oh,
doesn't
I'm
tear
not
me down
tearing
to
you
other
down.
women. If
But
women
your
want to look,
definition of a lesbian is wrong.
how's my definition of a lesbian wrong? If I'm a woman and my wife
All the
is a woman,
lesbians
I'm a
I
lesbian.
know, okay, but there's mask lesbians also. There's a difference.
Okay, I understand that. I get that. But at the end of the day, that's not going to make me any more or less of a woman. I don't have to just be pretty, wear a dress, shave off all my facial hair, and change what makes me comfortable to be a woman.
But then I
You want
question your
Period.
dysphoria. Then I question your dysphoria.
Well, I don't appreciate that. Like, I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, most of the people that have gender
Like,
dysphoria
you're
that claim
literally
to be a
coming on here
woman
being
will not have
transphobic.
a
Like,
beard. Will
you're
not
coming
have
on
a
here being
beard.
transphobic and saying that what
Oh, I'm
I'm
not
doing
being
is spreading
transphobic.
education.
You're hurting the community, dude.
You're literally
Plain and
telling,
simple.
stop calling me a dude.
You act
Stop
like
saying
one,
that.
you look like one, have
I
a
don't
nice
act like
day.
a dude. There's nothing about me that acts like a dude. Like,
Oh,
literally.
bullshit. Your tea went off earlier. I saw you. You couldn't even control your testosterone earlier. You went off on that woman. Come on,
Okay,
get
so
with it.
women can't yell, women can't be upset. Like, what are you trying to say?
Your tea took a hold of you. Your testosterone took a hold of you. You lost your temper.
Okay, I really don't appreciate you trying to like turn this into me
You're
being
you're
annoying.
hurting
Like,
the community, plain and simple.
you're hurting the community by not letting me be like,
Really?
not allowing me to say
Claim
my
yourself
truth.
to be
You're
non-binary,
not
but don't
allowing
call
me to
yourself
say
a
my
trans
truth.
woman.
You're not allowing me to say my truth.
You are annihilating everybody's made before us to make this for us.
How?
You're negating
How?
all that
Tell me
effort.
how. Tell me how.
Stonewall, everything.
Tell me how. Tell me how. How is me educating
Look in the
people?
mirror and tell me how. Call
I
yourself
look in
a
the mirror
woman and then
every
look
day.
in the fucking
I
mirror.
look in the mirror every day and I see a woman looking back at me. Like,
You need
what
a pair
don't
of
you
different
understand?
glasses or something, dude.
Stop calling me. Okay.
Yeah, we want next one. That one's a
Okay.
hypocrite. How are you gonna be tell somebody else that they're a man
Like,
and they're literally
she's literally on here saying that I'm in the community, and she can't even like sit here and accept that I'm an actual woman. She can't accept that I know that I'm a woman. She can't accept, like, that's hurting the community. That is hurting the community, and that's not going to slide here. Like, seriously. What's wrong with people?
There's one that says that it's me that keeps trying to go in one. I don't know if she's on there still.
She's not getting in here. Look, I've been a girl. I lived the life of a girl. I grew up. I'm living the life of a woman. I know there's other people out there like me out there, and I just want to say, like, you don't have to fit the part. You don't have to do every single thing every single woman's doing. You don't have to look down the street, look at a woman and say, okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. All you have to do is be yourself, period. If you're a woman, you're a woman. It's really not that difficult to understand. If you think I'm not a woman, you can come up in here. We can have a real discussion. I am going to have to kick you out if you're going to be misgendering me because, like, you see it right there. I'm a woman. So you can call me her, miss, ma'am, queen if you're being fancy. But yeah, we're going to let somebody else in here.
Bro, you know what you're doing. You're doing this for clout. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, bro. I'm gonna call you dude. What
Don't call me bro. Don't call me
You're
bro.
a dude. I'm gonna call you dude. What are you gonna do? What are you
Don't
gonna do
call me
about it,
dude.
bro?
Okay.
What are you gonna do about
We'll
it?
kick you out. We'll
All
kick
right,
you
kick
out.
me out.
You prove nothing with that. I mean, you want your 3 seconds of clout. I'm on here trying to educate people. Like, I don't get what's clout chasing about this. People just want to
Do this one.
If you get any attention on the internet, I mean, at the end of the day, you're just going to get clout. I mean, that's just how it works. It's not for the clout. It's for education. They didn't even accept it.
Yeah.
I really don't care what people are saying. Put me in, put me in. That's just how you don't get put in. I can see it too. I'm just ignoring it.
Educating people, yes I am.
Hello?
Hello Tina, how are you doing?
Hi, miss. I'm
Hello.
doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good today.
That's good. I just want to say you look beautiful today.
I appreciate that.
No problem. And I just got a quick question. So are you a lesbian?
I'm a lesbian, yep.
Oh,
I've been married for 3 years to my wife.
that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. So I just got a little personal question. Does your wife suck your dick at night?
No, she doesn't.
Why not?
We don't so I don't know if I can answer that like in detail on here. We have our own way of doing things.
I mean, does she stick it in the
Just to
prostate?
just to affirm my gender, like we finger each other, we scissor, we don't do anything that a man and a woman would do just to keep things like comfortable for me.
So she fingers your sheenus?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Listen, if
She'll
you're willing,
finger me,
listen,
I'll
I'll
finger
pay to
her.
see
You know,
it.
I don't want to get too literal with it because we're on TikTok, but yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I understand. I understand. Have you ever thought about making an OF?
I'm not a sex worker. You know, I don't have anything against the sex workers, but you know, that's like scary to just put your parts out there like that. I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I think people will pay to see it. I think that's a good thing to broadcast.
Oh, I know people would pay. I know people would pay, but at the end of the day, like I'm just not a P star, so
Well, how big is your sheenus?
it's pretty small. Like I have a micro penis, so
Do you want to make it bigger?
my wife is literally right next to me.
Does she want it bigger?
She's a lesbian. She doesn't really care about the size of my penis, so we eat each other out and we just do everything lesbians would do. Like if she wanted a man, she could have had a man 3 years ago.
So, so does she eat your?
Show my wife. Right there. I would show her, but she's fully naked right now, and you know, for one, I'm not going to show my wife naked. For two,
It's funny.
yeah, I'm not going to. We're not going to get too personal here. You can feel free to ask personal questions, but you know, I'm not going to get too in depth with it. She's laughing and she thinks this is hilarious.
No, she's right there. I mean, you can hear her.
Hello.
How you doing today? Hello?
Hi, London.
Alarm
I
going
just
off?
want to say I'm a big fan, and I'm very
Happy to
sorry
have you
that
as a fan.
you've had so many rude guests who have been misgendering you, and I fully support you.
I appreciate that. You know, people are gonna come on here be rude. You know, all this stuff is new. For a lot of time, you know, people didn't know about people like me, so I can accept it to an extent. I'm just not going to accept people, you know, outright doing it just to be mean. But
Of
you know, I
course.
appreciate you as a fan. I'm only going to be taking opposition up here.
I understand. Thank you, London. Have a nice day.
You too.
I love the support, but like I said, you know, this isn't for just me getting support. You know, I know I'm going to come up here and I'm going to be, you know, not understood, but that's what this is about. This is about being understood, educating people on things that they don't understand, and cutting through the mud and getting us all on the same level so that we can restore peace in our country. Like, as simple as that. And so that people like me can just live in peace. Like, I'm a woman. I know I'm a woman. A lot of the community, they say, you know, they try me like that and they try to say, oh, you're not a woman. You don't even look like a woman. But I just feel like that's not okay. Like, if I'm a woman, if I'm telling you I'm a woman and you want me to change to fit to your idea of a woman just to be a woman, like, I don't get that. I just really don't.
My mother had a beard. women do have beards.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
So I'm a trans woman. I just want to say I think what you're doing is brilliant. I think you're a troll. Like I really do. Like
I'm not a troll.
I mean,
I'm not a troll.
I think you're super committed. Like, and you've educated yourself, and you know what to say. Like,
I know what
so
to say because I mean this is my life.
this is your life. So, what was gender dysphoria like for you between the ages of like 4 and 6 and then at 18?
I mean, it got easier as time went on. You know, I'm 28 now. Now, you know, I have no problems, no qualms with it. It's completely easy. When I was a kid, it was confusing. At first, I didn't know what was going on. You know, my mom was calling me a son,
Right.
saying, "Oh, my beautiful boy," and all this stuff,
Oh,
and
really?
it's just
So
making
that
me
confused
uncomfortable.
you?
It's just making me uncomfortable the whole time, and like I didn't really get it
You
fully.
didn't. You
I just knew
didn't.
that I was different. I have a brother, like I knew that I was completely different from him.
Yeah.
Um,
You didn't feel the need to present, like, and did anything alleviate your gender dysphoria?
I mean, at first, I did try to dress like a girl,
Yeah.
but
How was
like
that for you?
my mom didn't.
How
My
was
mom wasn't for that. My dad wasn't for that, so I just let it go.
Yeah, neither were my parents, but so you tried, and then later in life, you when you started, coming out, you didn't start wanting to dress like a girl. You were just happy the way you were.
Well, I started to meet other lesbians, and this is when I discovered
Oh,
that lesbians
yeah,
dress like men.
I,
Sometimes
I,
lesbians dress like
yeah.
men.
I mean, I do consider myself like straight. I don't know what it's like to be like a lesbian. I do know many masculine trans women. I mean, they don't have beards. But I say rock your beard, like totally rock it. Like you're totally
I
valid
appreciate
and
that.
all.
I
You're
appreciate that.
so, yeah, you're welcome. You're so valid in all of this. It's pretty brilliant. What
Thank
else
you.
could I
Thank you.
ask you? So, does testosterone in your body feel like uncomfortable? Like I know it really like I'm a pretty stereotypical trans woman. Like when I went
I
on
feel like
estrogen, what is it?
there was a point where the whole idea of anything manly like just creeped me out. Like it made my skin crawl.
Yeah,
But I feel like the lesbians around me kind of like, they made me feel pretty even though like I have this beard, and I grew up with a mom with a full beard. So like off rip,
yeah, yeah. I
seeing
heard
that,
that.
it just makes sense to me. Like it just gives me motherly vibes when I think about my beard. When I see my beard in the mirror, like I think of my mom.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Now the testosterone, like I don't
Yeah,
know if I don't know how to feel it specifically. Like that's like feeling how many white blood cells you have, like you can't feel that.
yeah. Oh, okay. You can't feel it, so it's just unnecessary to you. Because I
It's just
didn't
it's just
know
in there.
testosterone
I
was
know it's a
making
part of
you
me, but I also know that
right.
I'm male. So like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
why would I go against that?
Okay. Why would you go against that? I mean, I didn't know testosterone was stressing me out so much until I went on estrogen. And then I was like, and I started developing differently. And I was like, wow, this feels, much more natural. But you don't think that will happen for you?
I mean, I don't have anything against it, I guess. I mean, if you're enjoying it, then that's good. I have other trans friends who say the same thing that it made them feel better. The
You
thing is,
do
I
have
feel
trans. You
comfortable.
have
I
trans.
feel
Wait,
comfortable.
full stop. You have trans friends.
Yeah, I have trans friends. I have an animator who did my video. She's trans. I
Really?
have I have a trans friend who's in college, or she just
Oh.
graduated.
Oh, okay. Are they all trans women?
One was born female.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
male,
Yeah.
or she's a man.
Hmm.
And my animator, she was born male. She's a
Yeah.
woman.
Wow, you're so brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is great. Let's see. Because like I didn't start like you feel fully comfortable just identifying as a woman
It was a process. It was a process. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't so easy just straight off rip. You know, I was confused. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But as I grew older, I just stuck with this. I was gonna get the surgery at some point. It was like on my head,
The
thinking
surgery.
that I'm gonna get it. I was gonna get a bottom surgery, not a top surgery. I was gonna get a bottom surgery.
I mean,
But
honestly, I don't think you're a trans woman. I really don't.
why? If I'm
Well,
sitting here
things
telling
are,
you I'm a woman, why would you think that
I
I'm
mean,
not?
things are just not like adding up for me. It's just
What doesn't add up?
a lot of trans women have very similar experiences, and we do catch a vibe, you know. And I'm catching a vibe that it's there's just something that is just not trans woman about you. Like it, I mean, I full on think you're a troll. Like I think you're a great troll. Like
I'm not a troll.
you're really good at what you're doing. Like this is brilliant, but I don't think you're a trans woman.
I mean, the brilliant thing about this is that I'm here educating people
Yeah,
on
you are.
my situation.
I mean, I think what you're doing is you're showing that, you know, gender identity is something that is difficult and complicated, and you know,
Hmm.
when anybody could clearly just identify as a woman. I mean, I didn't do that until later into my transition. I did
Okay.
see myself as like a girl growing up. It was confusing for me, but like it wasn't until like, do you use the women's restroom?
I use the male bathroom because there's male and female bathrooms out here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
In
So
PA, there's male and female. Well, Pittsburgh, PA, there's male and female bathrooms out here. So I'm not gonna walk into a female bathroom because I know I'm a male.
because you
Period.
know you're male. Yeah. Does the word male like make you uncomfortable in any way?
You know, at first, but as I started to understand that, you know, I'm a woman of science, I'm a woman of logic.
Yeah.
Uh, I know that biology and gender are separate, so I'm not going to like further complicate that for myself. I know I was born male. I'm not in denial about that.
I mean, male is just a word, right? We just put it on body parts. You know, it implies a lot. Why don't you just call yourself female while you're at it? You know, I mean,
Well, I
you're
wasn't born
very,
a
with
female.
your full
It,
chest, you're identifying as a woman. Like,
I wasn't born a female, so I can't say that I'm a female. That like that's disingenuous to myself.
it is. So what is it? Um, how would you describe being a woman? Like, how do you know? Like, what is it like?
Um, you know, I have motherly nature. Like it really started to kick in like my womanhood whenever we adopted our kids. And
Yeah.
like I was able to be a good mother to them. I mean, being a woman to me is just like seeing things in a different perspective, seeing things how a woman would see it. Like, for
Oh, so
example,
you're like seeing things how a woman would see it, right?
like I feel like I know I'm a woman. I feel like a woman. Everything about me, every decision I make is like
So you feel
woman
like
based.
a woman, but feelings feelings are fleeting. Like feelings they're not persistent, right?
Well, I also said I know I'm a woman. Like it's not just
There we
something that I
go.
just.
There we
You can
go.
say feel. I said no. I said feel in the same
Yeah.
sentence. So
A lot of trans women they describe it as like an internal sense of self. I would start
right.
maybe saying that. I think it'll up your
Well,
troll
I've said
game.
that plenty times. I mean, I've had this live up plenty of times. I've said
Oh,
that.
you have. Okay.
I get
Yeah.
that you're trying to like
No,
psychoanalyze me and try to school me, but I do know these things.
I'm not trying to school you. I'm very, well, maybe a little bit.
You're a little skeptical. I get that. You know,
Yeah.
I face this. I face this all the time.
Yeah.
But
So you probably don't get a lot of acceptance from other trans women, do you?
like I said, I have trans friends and they accept me because they're my friends. But, you know, there's other trans people that don't accept me. And, you know, I think that's part of the reason why I'm on here, trying to break that barrier down and say, you know, if you feel like a woman and you look how you look,
You used
then that's
feel
fine.
again. You just said
I can
feel
say that.
again.
Well,
Yeah.
some people, you know, they don't always know. You don't know at first. You don't straight up know.
Right.
I felt like I always knew. Like I felt like it was something that was just kind of there. And
So you were
once
diagnosed with
outside sources pointed it out, I more so like figured that out.
because
That okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I know.
I think the hole in your logic here is when you say you have gender dysphoria, but you don't do anything about it. I think where a lot of trans women are like, what? Like, this doesn't make sense. This is a troll. Like, because,
And I get that, but at the
yeah,
same rate, like you have to understand that there's people like me out there, and they don't
yeah.
want to change. Like,
But you
why
said you
should
have gender dysphoria. You said you have gender dysphoria. So
I
why
do?
aren't you doing anything about it?
I did plenty about it. I talked to the people in my life. I became a mother.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
like there's plenty of things that I've done to affirm my womanhood. Now, when it comes to changing myself, what I'm
yeah,
comfortable in, like what makes
yeah.
me feel like a real woman,
Right.
like I have everything that I have here. All the stuff is on the table, making me know that I'm a woman. Like, let me see for a
I mean,
fact.
it doesn't sound like you have gender dysphoria though, because there are trans people that don't have gender dysphoria.
I mean, that is the case, but
So
there's also different people. I
yeah,
mean,
you probably don't have,
I
like,
feel like
you were
I feel like
diagnosed,
the whole like
you
making
were
yourself look more woman-like is like kind of
stereotypical, right?
it's a stereotypical thing. Like it's a kind of a paradox because I don't need to go and prove to people like there's no amount of proving that I'm a woman
Yeah,
that's going to make me feel any different because I already
right,
know. I already
right.
know this.
I see. I'm very stereotypically feminine. Like,
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong
yeah,
with that.
yeah. So,
But
who diagnosed you with gender dysphoria?
I went to the hospital. My doctor diagnosed me with it after
Wait,
a couple
wait
of
a
therapy
second.
sessions.
Wait, that's not how it works.
Yes, it is.
Some hospitals do.
I got therapy a few times. I
Okay,
said,
yeah,
look, this is
therapy.
how I
Okay,
feel. I
yeah.
said that in the last sentence.
Okay.
And once my therapist talked to my doctor, put that in, my doctor diagnosed me with it.
Wow. Well, I think you're a brilliant troll. I think what you're
I'm
doing
not a
is
troll.
okay. All
Like,
right.
you don't need to come on here and try to push me down. Like, I'm not trolling.
Okay. Gosh,
I
I'm
appreciate you
trying to
coming up
think
here
of.
on here. I'm going to have some more guests. I'm about to get up out of
Okay.
here, so I want to try
Yeah.
to get a few more guests up here.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful. What's your name?
London.
You have a wonderful rest of your day, and keep
Thank
at
you.
it,
You
London.
I
Bye.
appreciate that. You have a great day.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yes, indeed. That's what this is all about, People are going to be confused about this. They're going to see it as a joke. But keep in mind, I've dealt with this. I've already dealt with this, so I'm really here to like solve that discrepancy
Give that person another chance. If they don't accept it, that they
automatically.
lost theirs.
Automatically.
Okay. Don't give them another chance since it keeps doing that.
So yeah, I think my wife is getting a crush on some of y'all women in here. I don't. Confused and I'm not. Hello, how you doing? Pretty good. Yep. I don't believe in souls. I don't believe in reincarnation. I'm an atheist, so no. Then I'm a woman. Well, if you don't believe me, you can tell me why you don't believe me. Okay, well, this isn't a philosophical debate. We can talk philosophic. Yeah, I don't believe in reincarnation. I don't believe in souls. I don't believe that I'm atheist. I don't believe in anything.
Apparently, you
I
don't know
believe in
why.
myself, yeah. My wife is speaking on behalf of me because she's my wife and I love her and she can say whatever she wants.
And I wasn't even speaking on behalf of you. I was reading a comment.
What are you talking about? Like, are you